somewhere so we can do some pictures.
Understandable. Well, with that being said, oh boy, this is gonna be hilarious.
You want to record him?
Well, I just started, so
I don't like his name out there.
I don't think I got it. Like, you can check real quick. Let me go to the very start and see. And then if it did, we could just, cut this one, delete it, start back up.
I can't even hear it. Hold on.
Oh, hello. How you doing, Zay? Feel free to pause the music too, if you need to. Hopefully you're doing well on this wondrous evening. Hi, how you doing? You doing all right today? Okay, that's good. That's good. I had a wonderful time, definitely. Um, no real.
So, I can't hear it still.
You want me to come see?
Hold on. I think I know where the volume is.
Don't mind me.
Oh.
But anyways, hopefully your 4th of July went well. Hopefully there wasn't too many fireworks keeping you up at night. Because, people don't like to stop doing those. Oh, I'm kidding. Let me just... Yeah, it still works.
They going across the screen so fast, it doesn't look
Like
bubbles. It looks like something else.
Okay, I got an idea.
Turn the fan on.
Maybe that one. Maybe. Any reasons.
There you go. Now I see bubbles.
Oh, okay, cool. With that being said, welcome to another episode of Box of Topics. Because you never know what you're gonna get. I don't know what happens if I just... You know what? It's gonna be hilarious.
Zoe! Yay! Okay, we're gonna stop that. She says, thanks for starting it early because it's 10 a.m. there. Cool beans.
Indeed. Yeah, so, funny enough, the main reason why is because we're probably going to have to do 2 of these in order to catch up. You looking for the phone?
Got it.
Cool. But yeah, so tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody. Because this one time, well, probably going to happen again. But right now, we're going to have not 1, but 2 different episodes of Box of Topics. Right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, 2 episodes of Box of Topics.
Not 1,
back to
2.
The only thing is, I'm probably going to wear a different shirt, so some people who don't fully keep up will be like, oh, it's a different day. That's what I want them to think.
So, did you check in, Zoe, for the poll? Did you get any answers on your poll about what time they like for us to start?
You know what's funny? I have not checked that yet. I'm gonna definitely do that after this one, and then I'll be able to.
Right.
You know what? On top of that, oh, look at my analytics too. Yeah.
Just to see where we at.
Yeah, so all the people who just come in and watch, I'll be able to be like, you didn't subscribe yet. How come? It don't cost nothing. It ain't gonna hurt you. If anything, it's just gonna make me
happy.
Yeah. You wouldn't mind making me happy. Yeah, it doesn't hurt you. Yeah.
Why not? Yeah. So
a subscribe a day keeps the doctor away, as they say.
you spent the weekend with your other family.
Indeed, had a really nice time.
That's what's up.
We went to the beach. That was nice. I don't like the water, but it was fine because my girlfriend recently got a tattoo, so she couldn't get in the water. So, win-win for me. But I did feel bad. I did.
Oh, Zoe says, I have to get lunch in a bit, so I'm so sorry.
No,
That's
it's
okay.
perfectly fine. What do you think I'm gonna do? Like, how dare you eat food like a human being? No,
Man,
you
I'm
go
telling
ahead.
you. Yes, that's
Yeah.
all I've been doing since the holiday. It's just eating and sleeping. Well, of course, the 4th, we grilled. Your little brother helped me because, I can't do anything by myself just yet.
Hmm.
And so I grilled and cooked enough food to feed 2 armies, probably 3 armies.
What are you doing this?
Lot of food, lot of food. It is so much food. I didn't realize it was so much until, because it just be one of those things where, okay, so first we say, hey, we about to grill this.
So,
And then the next thing you know, I'm marinating like 27 different bags of meat. I don't even know how I get started. I just it just be, oh, and then we should do this. And oh, what about that?
honestly, it's the same way of how because went to the store with my other family, and while I was there, I was picking out stuff like, ooh, this looks nice. Ooh, that looks
Was
nice.
you hungry?
I shopped with my stomach, not with my mind.
Yeah, never go to the store hungry.
And I wasn't
That
even
is a
starving
cardinal
hungry.
sin.
I
It
was
don't
just,
matter. You could be just a little bit hungry, and the next thing you know, you will get back to your car and be like, "What the
groceries.
heck happened?"
I had groceries.
It'd be insane. I don't celebrate Independence Day because I live in America. So sad. I because I don't celebrate Independence Day because I live in America. So sad. Oh, trust me. Um, it's not even celebrating the 4th for me. It's just having a day off, being able to barbecue. I bum off of other people's music, so I ain't got to worry about playing my own.
You know,
It's just, and then it's not even we don't do like a party.
yeah, we don't do that. We don't do the fireworks and.
Oh, I hate the fire. I hate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because she said she don't live in America. Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. Shoot, it's a lot of things that they celebrate in other countries. I would love to participate.
Like the Day of the Dead. Oh, I'd love to be there for one
I
of
would
those.
love to be there for that. It's a lot of holidays that other countries celebrate that. I would love to be there for theirs.
Mm.
Like New Year's Eve, I think everybody around the world does New Year's Eve, but I would love to be in Japan for their or China, one of them.
Oh, the
I think
Chinese New Year's Eve.
Yes, I would love. Well, Asia. I'll say Asia. I would love to be in any of the Asian countries to celebrate New Year's Day there.
Mm.
Yeah, because they seem to do it right.
Yeah, it's a whole party throughout the streets instead of a whole bunch of people waiting in the cold with coats.
Oh no, you're fine, Zoe. It's okay. She said I made a typo. I live in Korea. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, shoot. Nobody is 100 all the time. I can't tell you some of the terrible stuff that I say when I be texting. Don't let me be texting fast.
Man, what the duck?
I'm trying to hurry up.
Wait a minute, that's not what
Not
I
even
meant.
when I'm trying to curse. I'm just saying on regular. I'll type something out and I'll say yes. That's exactly what I thought, and then I'll send it because that's what I thought. Then it'd be like, Ness. That's exactly what I took. It'd be like that is
How did we even get here?
yes. Or either
There was one time I typed out you, right? Y-O-U. Tell me why it said Q-U-O. And I'm like, when did we get here?
right. Or like if I type my name or your name or something like that, spell check will automatically correct it for me. I'd be like, look, we've done this 18,000 times. Stop correcting my name.
Like,
I know how to spell my name.
I don't need to be grammared.
Zoe say you guys are so funny.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
It's only because we have such fun and hilarious people like yourself.
Exactly. We get the energy of our fun crowd,
Because
and it comes out.
me on my own, I would not know what to talk about. I'd be pretty awkward up here, like, so how about that airplane food? I wouldn't know.
Well, not me. I can talk forever. I do me and about nothing. But that's the thing. It would be about nothing. It'd just be like, girl, when you gonna get a subject?
Eh,
Right.
we'll get there at some point. We're just gonna take a left here.
Exactly. I just veer off. I'll be talking about something, then I'll lose track of what I was talking about.
And then move
Now
on to something else.
Man, in a heartbeat. Then I remember what it was I forgot that I was talking about, and I'll go
And
back
then come
to
back
that.
to that like an hour later.
And break off what I was talking about originally, and then go back to that, and then I'll be like, wait, what was I saying?
Play hopscotch with your own conversation. That's crazy.
So yeah, you keep me focused.
That's
Yes.
that's fair.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and I won't lie. While I was at the beach, I'm just sitting there chilling, trying to have a nice time, trying to build sculptures. And then these two kids come out of nowhere and just kept messing up the sculptures and everything. I'm like, you know what? It's whatever. I don't even care.
I told you what to do for that.
No, you know what the funny part is?
What?
That wouldn't work
What?
because those parents they're not good parents. They would not care. And in fact, not only that, they'd be like, really? And then go to check instead of immediately calling their kids over.
Yeah, okay.
No, because I was like, because they was even talking about, like, the whole family was like, so, did anybody else notice the fact that, like, the whole time the kids wanted to go swimming, but the parents wouldn't let them at all? And it's like, not only did they were like, oh yeah, we'll go swimming in a minute, and that minute never came, but it was like, they didn't want to move closer to the water or nothing, not even watch their kids, nothing like that. And it's like, dog.
That'd be one of them parents like, I'm the proud parent of 7 children.
Ah!
Six, right.
You know?
So he says, when I type my friend's name here, name is Bora, but it always autocorrects to bots. Yep, exactly.
So
I know
for
all
one,
about that.
that's a cool name.
Bora,
Bora.
yeah.
I actually would love to use that name for a character.
There you go. Tell your friend her name has been stolen.
His or her. Either or.
His or her, right. Name has been stolen.
I'm not saying stolen.
It will be borrowed.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It's a name though, so names are common. Except for mine. Mine isn't. Well, it's not common here. Right. It's not common here. And I know my parents told me, oh, well, they told me all this crap about my name. No, you made some crap up. You had to. There's no way. Because I've looked, my name is supposed to be African. I've looked for it everywhere. It does not exist. And now that the internet exists, I can search worldwide. You know, the only place it shows up is in Japan.
I was about to say, like, isn't your
name
name Japanese?
And it's Japan, in Japan as a last name. Oh, it's very popular in Korea. See? It's a very popular name. Exactly. Yep, but
Much like Devin's a very popular name in America.
and you know what's funny?
Hmm?
Your name, the way yours is spelled, is not uncommon. You type it in, there are so many that
Oh, trust and believe.
spelling.
I looked it up and I was like, wow.
Yeah, because you know, when I, okay, I wanted yours to be I wanted it to be Devin, but I wanted it to be a little different. So it was Dev, and then I put in, right, and I was like Devin. Okay, I figured that was gonna be an easy no-brainer, but oh my god,
Devion. Where's the O
and
coming
the
from?
extra alphabets they be throwing in your name.
Devine.
is crazy.
That's not even close.
Right, and it seemed like they would say Devine if it was the Devin.
No, that's Devin.
Right, that's Devin.
Like, okay, you can't just separate Dev and Ian.
It
It's
seems
E-A-N is Ian. Like, I don't, that's not, and it'd be the English people who be messing up my name the worst. Like, how? I think there was one time, like, I still remember, anytime we had a foreign substitute, probably from like Jamaica, Africa, somewhere from there, Devin,
It throws you off
Immediately.
right.
And I'm like,
It's
huh?
not even just those countries. It was these ladies when I went to have a medical procedure, and they just said my name straight out, and I was it because you so used to everybody screwing it up.
No, it's actually pronounced that way.
Right. You so
What you
used to
say? Say it
everybody
again.
screwing it up. So yeah, when they say it right, when she said it, I ignored her because I was like, yeah, okay. Then I was like, wait, hey,
Wait a minute.
hey,
You didn't mess it up.
right, like you said it right. Her and the other lady, they were both. I didn't ask what country they were from, but it definitely sounded like their dialect definitely sounded like
Dialect,
it was
yeah.
dialect.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. What did I say?
Dialect.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I'm sleepy. Too much food.
I see.
Dialect. Their dialect sound like they were from a European country.
Oh,
Yeah.
That makes sense on why they would be able to.
And they just, and I was like,
Gates.
yeah. And I didn't have to correct them or nothing. I was just like,
Did you, let's see, we got a Devin in the class? No, bro, it's pronounced What'd you just? Like, bro, it was threw me off. And to this day, I still have that one substitute that messed up my name so bad. I didn't correct them. I didn't do nothing. I was absent for that class. I didn't care. Because they were looking for me. They said, do we have a Davina in the class? Bro, that's not even the right gender. I quit. I'm not helping
sometimes
you.
I do. I just love having it. And people be like, they saying your name wrong.
And they said it like 2 more times. I was like, maybe they're going to correct themselves and probably say Davine or Devon.
Right.
Davina? Do we have a Davina? Nope. I didn't do the work or nothing.
Right. My name is Sion. That's what everyone calls me in Korea, but my English name is Zoe. So yeah. Okay. So did I say it right? Sion?
Wait. How's it spelled again?
It's Seoyeon. Sion, right? Sion?
Well, maybe. But, I mean, sometimes the S tends to be a Z.
Zion?
Is it?
Close. Zion? So does it sound like Z in the Zion? Because I like to say people's names right because Lord knows, I get so tired of everybody throwing extra alphabets.
You're not even trying at this point.
They just, nope, you're not saying it right.
Dang.
No.
Well, I tried.
Well, I know we get the Zoe part right, so
yeah.
I will. When we have our on our 100th episode, we finally decided on our 100th. Oh, it's like a W. Oh. W. So we on?
Which part? The beginning part?
Woyan? Is it Woyan or wait? So Woyan? Woyan?
I wouldn't even know.
Well, I'm saying it out loud. Woyan. And so she'll definitely tell me if I'm messing it up.
Like no. The part that's a W is.
Oh, I think so. It's pronounced like C-Wong.
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 Oh.
Or is it Z-Wong?
No, okay. So it could be C-Wong.
C-Wong or either Z-Wong.
I think it's C-Wong.
Okay. Well, definitely will.
Because I remember. Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
Because I remember there's one YouTuber who has the name Sungwon, and anytime people will be mispronouncing his name, like Sujwon or something like that, he's like, no. All right, let me help you pronounce my name. All right. If you're someone who sing and it's past tense, you have sung, okay? And then the past tense of someone who has win is won. You put them together, you get Suj win. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you always have people screw it up. I don't care how Yeah, but just call me Zoe. Okay,
I
Zoe.
shall.
Oh, the first one. Okay, yes, the first one. All right, but just call me Zoe. Yep.
Understandable.
Yes, because I swear I hate, and I just be like,
Mm.
especially when you've
Said it
told the same
like you,
person.
Devine, Dev, in Devon. How are you like? We're speaking the same language. Dev, in cappuccino. Yep.
Exactly. So
Whatever,
when you
pal.
keep on telling the same person, then so you be like, okay, so at this point you're doing it on
You
purpose.
know, like, do I have to like force your mouth to move? Dev,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
like, dog.
Yeah, so I'm just like, nope. At this point, you're doing it on purpose. I'm gonna just let you have it because you're not about to
I'm not
suck up my energy,
with
wasting it
your
on you for some
foolishness,
fool.
man.
Exactly, for the foolishness. So no. But yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, I've eaten way too much food. I want to stop, but it's so good.
So many balloons popped today.
Huh?
We blew up a lot of balloons,
And just
and
pop balloons.
huh, we took them outside. The grass claimed so many.
Oh, you cannot let balloons touch the grass when you blow
I
them up.
learned that after the third one. I was like, oh yeah, right. If the grass touches the balloons, bah, bah,
Ha!
bah, bah, oh god.
Right. Yep.
And then
Something
sometimes they
about
just started popping because
yeah, it's something some type of reaction when the balloons hit the grass, they pop.
that's crazy.
I don't know what that is, which is crazy because when they barely touch the grass, they pop. But then, have you ever
Stuff
tried
with
purposely be trying to pop them? Right.
why isn't it not?
Exactly. You be all twisted and squeezing, and it just won't pop. But it barely touched the grass and pop.
Huh?
So yeah,
You know,
yeah. So ooh,
craziness, craziness.
it is. But yes, uh, the fourth was it was nice. It started off crappy, but then things lifted off the ground. All the food was cooked. Everything was done so nice and uniform and so
So
organized.
yeah, it was in a timely manner.
Yes, it was, and then make it so bad. Okay, so your brother put the slab that we had in the wrong place, so
So it went
they
bad.
went bad. So I ordered a slab, and it didn't get here until after 7, and I still managed to cook that
That's
in
cool.
plenty of time. Because I was like, dang, if it don't get here, then I'm gonna have to like clean the grill, and then tomorrow we're
Relight
gonna have to
and all this,
relight
and then
and
clean it
chill out the
again.
good. Yeah, so I was like, man, I hope. And it came, and I said, well, let me go check. Because your brother was like, well, just put him in the freezer. We ain't got to worry about it. We have it for next time. But,
I don't want it for next
on
time.
these hot days, I'm going to lunch. I'm going to eat bu- bulgu- bulgogi.
The bogey?
Bulgogi. I'm not sure what. Don't try
Bulgogi.
to pronounce that.
Oh.
Bye. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to try anyway. But I'm going to type it into Google and let Google tell me how to pronounce it.
Watch
And
Google Bulgogi. All right, thanks, Google.
sometimes they get it right. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
But
So,
I'm pretty
yes.
sure if you type that and then Korean,
Translate.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
alrighty, enjoy your food. We'll be
Yes.
here.
Enjoy your food. Oh, it's lunchtime here, yeah. On the
Yeah.
other side of the world. So yeah, as it gets to be night here, it gets to be day there.
Morning,
Yeah, that is cool.
yeah.
It takes, I think it's 18 hours to fly from here to Japan.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I want to do it because the planes that they have to fly you there, they're actually like little compartments, which turns into a bed. Yeah. Did you know that? Yes.
So, whatever friend of mine that flew to Japan, he failed to ever mention this. He's been holding out on me.
Yeah, they have. Now, I don't know if that's just first class or all classes because, I've never flown to Japan and I only base that on what I've seen on TV. But
Oh,
yeah, when you had those long flights, it's not like seats that you sit in, it's these like separate little compartments and then they close it up and then it turns into a bed. I don't imagine it's probably first class.
Probably. 'Cause
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah, I can't imagine that ticket being
every
cheap,
seat.
and then you get to lay in a bed. I'm sure they don't care. You gotta be there with the little airline pillow
You know, like, that's the best you
slobbing
get.
on your next door
Like,
neighbor. Right, I'm sure they don't care. So it's like,
indeed,
that's
indeed.
probably first class
Probably.
accommodations.
With that being
That would
said,
be cool though.
yeah. But with that being said, I do find it just odd that when we went to the beach, we just saw two random just fish beached. And I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, when did y'all even get here? I mean, you're already doomed, like down to bones, and you just, I,
I mean, at least it was just fish. Man, I remember my friend talking about it was at the beach and it was a whale. Yeah.
oh no, I'm not going anywhere near that.
And
No.
it was decomposing and the birds were eating and all that other kind of stuff. And it was just like the smell. He was like, he just could not get that smell out of his nose like for the next 3 days. Like,
Yeah, no, no,
yeah.
because the whales, they're ticking time bombs. They could go kaboom at any second.
They didn't say that about any animal that they can blow up from being decomposing, especially the hotter it is, the more
Hmm.
likely it happens.
Yeah, but at least like with a fish or a small animal, yeah. But a whale, if that boy goes boom, that's the end of everyone's summer. Right? Like, no, no.
I get covered in decomposed whale blubber.
Mm, what a
Okay.
romantic time this
That
is.
would be gross.
But
Yes.
yeah. But outside of that, pretty fun time. Sat in the shade for quite a while. Didn't need to use sunscreen because I don't really burn like that. I mean, I could have, but I was in the shade for a lot of the time. There was one guy who was making this really nice sandcastle fort, and I was like, "Oh, that's good. I need to take a picture of that." So I did. Um, but outside of that,
So the little badass kids wasn't messing with his stuff, just yours. So you just kicked both. Tripped them.
I mean,
Ah, Ana Castillo!
how you
What's up? How
doing?
you
How
doing?
you been?
Good to see ya.
We missed you. Tons.
Anil Castillo. Yep.
Anil Castillo.
Good to see you. I hope I'll be saying it right. I do, because like I said, I can't stand when. Wow, I never did get the music back, huh?
No, no, we've just been chilling, just vibing
I did turn
without
it.
too
No, I
much.
didn't. Yeah, well,
Let's see.
Said nice to see you.
Oh, of
Nice smile.
course.
Yes.
Nice to see you as well.
Yeah, too. And nice to be seen.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
always possible not to be. Really? You
Yeah.
tired already?
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I'm infecting everyone. My fault.
You got to
My
go
name's
get,
Castile. Avert your eyes.
yeah, get one of those Mountain Dews you brought in here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got like uh Baja Blast and Dragon Fruit.
Yeah, I don't drink none of those.
I bet you're wondering how's the Dragon Fruit?
Is it good?
Better when it's cold.
Didn't all pop better when it's cold?
Yep.
I haven't had any pop yet where I was like, oh, this is awesome warm. They all better when they're cold.
Of course.
Yes.
Huh.
But yes. I tell you though. Okay, so my thing is every Friday I be going crazy. Bada bing!
Hey, Bada Bing, how you doing?
That's what's up.
Without the ones like you,
Ain't seen you in 2 minutes and a Sunday. Happy to see you. So my thing is, I am addicted to Famous Days. Every Friday, I'm always thinking about Famous Days. I kid you not, because they have it on sale, right?
Okay.
So, like I said, I ordered the slab and I was able to put it on the grill, and then I did my little brown sugar barbecue, brown sugar beer deal.
Barbecue.
Yeah. I think the next time I'm craving some Famous Days, I'm
You'll
just
just
gonna.
make it yourself?
Yes, because it came out. Oh my God. The brown sugar ribs, of course, I didn't make them as sweet this time. So they came out, as they always do, good.
Mhm.
And then I made some plain. Because I'm always craving the famous days. So I just wanted to see how it was gonna come out plain. I'm not gonna like the famous days. I'm
You
not,
you managed to. Wow.
because it was just good. It was just good. It was no point. It was like,
So, for those who don't know, my mom has a history of ruining other restaurants for herself and all of her kids. Now, I bet you're wondering, what does that mean? Does she like take you out the bad ones? No, no. She tends to try to take us to the best kind of service ones that she knows of. Here's the problem: when she goes to make it herself, and when she makes it herself, it's always better. It's better. It's somehow healthier. It's just all around just a much better experience. We've had better Burger King. We've had better Checkers. We've had better KFC. We've had better everything. Whatever we can't get from a place, we've had it better here. And especially when we had those Little Caesar pizza kits at one point.
ooh,
Oh my God, that was the best Little Caesars I ever had in my life. And they can never compare because I'm sorry, sir, that extra sauce is going to be an upcharge. Like, bro, I'm tired of it.
$20 upcharge.
That's going to be an $80 upcharge.
Hey, has anybody paid attention to Little Caesars is off the chain now with the prices? They
Is
are
that
going
country
crazy.
gauge?
Hey,
Hey!
country guys, what's up? Welcome back.
How you doing?
All right, today is the day. We getting everybody popping in today.
Okay, so all we need is Coma, RKS, Lemonade, Xander, and I think there's like one more.
Uh, Sports lover.
Sports lover.
Yeah.
I enjoy Sports lover. He's fine.
I'm starting to get a little concerned about Lemonade Duck though.
No, he's fine. It's fine. He only missed one, right? Like he's gonna come back. He's gonna.
Today is day 2. Dakota.
Hey!
Dakota!
I told her to check in.
That's what's up.
I enjoyed our time hanging out. Thanks for always
Oh,
inviting me.
Dakota, what did you think of his haircut?
Oh yes, my nice little lineup.
I just got my butt kicked by my swimming pool. That's what Bada Bing said.
Oh,
You got a swimming pool? Really? Really?
understand
I'm
that.
sorry. I have no sympathy for you. You got your own swimming pool? Really? That's like saying, oh, I got my hair messed up when I was driving in my topless Ferrari. Like,
oh, what she said?
just stop. It looks so good. I love his haircut.
Aw, You wonderful person.
Bada Bing laughing. Yeah, I swear. But oh well, let's go forward. Okay, what happened? How did your swimming pool kick your butt? Let's hear the story.
Hold on, I'm trying something.
What are you trying?
I'm trying to do a duck call.
Oh Lord. It's old. Oh, your swimming pool is old. You still have one. I'm sorry. Still.
Aw.
Continue.
Hopefully the water just weren't too bad on you.
That part. Right.
No, I was being genuine.
Whatever.
No.
Okay, let's see. I took the cover off and I had to vacuum every 2 seconds. I had to stop because the skimmer basket will fill up with leaves. Oh, okay. Oh, see, I started to say something smart, like, oh, you had to clean your own pool. Ah! I wish I had a. No, I don't. Not an outdoor pool.
There's so many
Indoor.
leaves.
It's just basically a big ass bathtub. And I don't like scrubbing my tub here. So a swimming pool.
I
oh
saw
my
a
God.
sped up version of a man cleaning his own swimming pool. Oh my lord. He had to
'Cause
get
you
all
get
the
the
water.
stain.
He had to
Yeah.
fish out all the stuff, get more water out, fish out more stuff, scrub all around
Yes.
thoroughly. Then use a pressure water washer. Then you have to vacuum up the rest of the water, then the rest of the leaves, mop, bleach, more stuff, whole bunch of
It's a
other,
whole
like
day
holy
process.
crap.
No, they're a pain in the butt. And it's very expensive. Yes.
And then you have to fill it all the way back up.
Yes, and you fill it back up with water just so you can start the process all over again. Just so your kids can not put the cover over there and all that debris get in there. Just throw them in there. Get all that stuff.
Throw them in.
Make them pick it out. All right. Well, ooh, they are. I never thought about it because I'm looking to buy another house, and when I saw it was this house with a pool, so I was talking about it, and then so I was like, yeah, it's a fixer upper, but it's got a pool, it's got a big garage, and so my friend was like, oh, is it inside or outside? So I was like, oh, it's an outdoor pool. He was like, ooh. And I was like, what does that mean? Mine's is above ground. Oh, okay, that's what's up. It's still a lot of work though. So then, because I was telling him, he was like, so is it, like he asked me, above ground or in the ground? I was like, it's in the ground. And he's like, ugh. I was like, what? Why do you keep making that noise? What is that? Well, you got a leak? What happened? So then he was like, oh, he said, yeah, so you know how you scrub your tub? I was like, yeah. He said, do you like scrubbing your tub? I was like, I hate scrubbing my tub because you got to get down and get in there. He said, so imagine walking into a big tub
to do the same thing.
And you got to do the same thing. Now, depending on how big your pool is, you got to start at one end and scrub all the way around to the other side. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I said, well, okay, maybe I get an indoor pool. He's like, it's the same thing. It's just
easier, I guess.
Yeah, you have less debris and stuff to get out.
Less
but
leaves.
Yeah, you don't have to be bothered with leaves and outdoor
random
debris and all
that.
that.
When a bird get in here, like, man.
Or just anything, like walking to your pool, grass, wood chips.
Bugs.
Oh, bugs for sure. Ugh. Mine is 19 feet round. Okay. Yeah, he said in-ground pools are even worse. Yes. I didn't think about, you get fed the whole fantasy when you see it on TV. It's, oh, they got a pool and you living good. You always see somebody like floating in the pool with a drink and somebody is bringing them all this kind of stuff. Nobody realizes the real work behind having a pool.
And on top of that, I'd much rather have an above ground pool because at ground pool, oh man, that's a nice pool. Oh!
Yeah. You have little kids, that is a worry.
Where's little Johnny?
Yeah, that is a worry when you have small children. So above ground, it's hard for them to trip and fall into it. They have to do some work to get in there. But yeah. And yeah, too, it's like the above ground ones, I've seen some pretty cool ones. I think when I do get my place, I want some land and I'm gonna get an above ground pool. Something that I can disassemble during the winter time too. I think I would take it down every winter. Because I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there.
If I was to have my own choice, above ground, indoor jacuzzi. Not that big, but it's very comfortable.
Oh, hey. He said, now once you get your water clear and keep a solar cover on it, it's very easy to maintain. I just ordered a robot vacuum. It will make it so much easier. Okay, that's what's up.
I got nothing to say to that. All right, cool.
I know. I mean, anything that makes life easy, I'm for it. I am for it. I can't wait until I can get me a robot.
Don't pay attention to that.
Huh?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Don't pay attention to it, or else you'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, what you was doing? You was yarning?
No.
Anyway. No, it's just I would love to get me a robot where I teach them all my recipes, and then when I'm not in the mood to cook, it can cook the food the way I like. Because I was just saying, like, when I cook, I cannot lose any weight. I can't lose weight when I cook because the food is seasoned just like I like it. Everything tastes great. So even if I have just a little bit, I will keep eating because I'll be like, yeah, well, ain't no point putting this back in the fridge. Or I'll just hold a plate Instead of snacking on chips or whatever, I'll snack on that. Now, when I'm having takeout, it's like, okay, it's cool, but it's not exactly the way I would make it. So I eat, I get full, I put it up. That's it.
Yeah, and then it makes it no better that like you're good at like making all those different foods to where we don't want to go back to any of those other places because they don't taste right anymore. Like no steak place, no chicken place, no none of these places taste good anymore because it just tastes better at home. And now you're telling me you've made famous Dave's. At this point, Mom, all we got left is pizza. Once you start, hey kids, I was thinking of making a pizza from scratch. Thanks.
No, I ain't gonna do that because I'll have to make it every time. I used to make,
Ooh,
bless you, bless you. I used to make pizzas back when y'all was younger, and then I started getting creative with it. I was making breakfast pizza.
where was I?
You was,
No, that don't count.
you was
Oh,
like
that's not fair at
knee
all.
height. Sorry,
Oh no, I missed out.
I can do it again.
I gotta learn.
I'll show you what I did.
Because one time I made my own little like because we have those pre-dough pizzas, and I just put a bunch of random stuff on there. When I tell you that was the best,
It'd be so good.
yes.
Oh my god! And
I didn't even
that
put
time,
no sauce on there. It was just really good meat-loaded garlic bread.
and that time you made that sub for me. Ooh,
Oh my
Subway did
lord!
not
Yeah,
have
we
a
can't
shot.
go to Subway no more. Yeah,
And Subway didn't have a shot. It's just, yeah, every time we make
KFC
something
spicy
good.
chicken. We just make it better.
Oh, and the salmon bites, that's what I meant to
Oh,
give them
also
as
shit.
well. Some of the salmon bites and some of the grilled shrimp.
Man.
Yes, that's what I meant. We was
Well,
rushing out. Because I thought you was going to call me to let me know you was on the way. I was going to pack their food, have it all ready.
I didn't look. I didn't know at all
ah,
either. I was, hey,
is Dakota still there?
maybe not. I don't know.
Just popped in, popped out. I mean, which is cool. I don't mind. As long as you drop in. Hey, I love it.
I always enjoy her
Loved
presence.
it. Yes.
Because I was even telling her again, like, you know what? In all honesty, I'm really glad me and her met. She's really cool, really fun, and she's pretty much everything I'd want in a relationship. It's like,
Awesome.
because I know there are some people who have relationships where it's only just they're only boyfriend and girlfriend, and that's kind of it. It's nothing past that. Like if it's not something romantic, they can't really have like a normal conversation. Or you got the people who are only just friends, and it just sticks to just being best friends. With her, it's the best friend who I'm also in a relationship with. Like me and her can
That's
talk about anything.
that's the best combination
Yes,
right
and I love that
there.
so
That
much.
is the best. That's why I usually try to be friends with somebody that I'm interested in first
Hmm.
because you need more. Because if let's just say, sometimes everything isn't 100 that you're expecting.
Hmm.
Then, you can be like, well, screw it. At least, you can compromise on some things because the conversation is amazing.
Yeah, and then
Or,
maybe times she'll ask me something, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you two different answers. Right? As your boyfriend, I go, that's awesome. Keep going with that. That's amazing. Love that. Love you. Love that for you. As your best friend, maybe pivot. Maybe pivot a little.
ah,
It's not a bad idea. Maybe pivot.
yes, but yeah, it's cool you can have that. And you can tell when couples are besties too because they just be talking and just everything. It'd be just you can enjoy their conversation as well.
Mm.
Like somebody just
It's not
listening.
all about them. There's some individuality in there.
It's
Yeah.
just yeah, when you have great chemistry like that, yeah. It shows and it glows from
Mm.
from outside of the unit. That's the best way to put it. But yes, so let the robot do all the work. I thought about. I think he talking about cleaning the pool. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Though I wouldn't mind to make enough money to get a housekeeper. Just, on the days when I be so busy, you ever just be so busy? Like, you get up, you jump up, you had a brush day, or you jump up and you grabbing everything, bed is a mess and all that stuff. When you get back, you just be so tired looking. And you be hungry, but ain't nothing cooked. And I would love to have somebody like a housekeeper to just take care of all that. So when I get home, food is cooked, everything. Just
You think
ah,
housekeepers have housekeepers?
it depends on how much they make.
Because I found this so funny when I heard it. This man was like, So what's some advice you'd give out to somebody? He was like, all right, so I got this best friend named Jackson, who's a janitor. You heard, but his house is a mess. So I told him, why not just work from home? I was like, Doc, that's so stupid, but I get what you're getting at.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they say usually the people who, like, if you have a chef, they usually don't like to cook when they get home.
No, because it's more work.
It's more work.
Yeah,
It's not like you don't get off.
yeah,
So
that's how I felt when I had like the dishwashing jobs and I come home and gotta do more dishes.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know I can relate to that because I worked at a restaurant where I cooked, and I was dating somebody, and I had did 16 hours a day. So then when I got to his place, he's like, "Hey, baby, I bought some steaks and some shrimps. You can hook up some." I was like, "You want me to cook?" He was like, "Yeah." No, boo. I just did 16 hours in the kitchen. And I'm about to take a shower too? No, that's a wrap. No.
No,
Heck
that's
no.
not happening.
That's not, it wasn't gonna happen.
Nope.
I have a cleaning lady from around the way. She comes when I need her for $50, which is cheap. She got a number?
Terrible, but
ah,
accurate.
man, I tell you, no, just so like today, and it was like we cleaned yesterday. We put all the food up yesterday. We did everything. Nothing was out of place downstairs, but today it was a lazy day. I would not have mind having somebody that just brought me up food. Just
I feel you on that.
I know that sounds terrible, but
No,
I didn't even want to walk downstairs to go get food.
look,
Oh my god.
I like okay. As a kid, I never liked the whole when a parent be so lazy they can't hand me that remote, the one that's right next to you. Just stretch over, you freaking
No.
bum. But now, no, I totally get it. Like if I was, I would call my little brother from all the way room is right above mine, all the way downstairs to pass me a controller that's just a few meters away from me. Like I don't want to get up.
Now I did that one time
I
after
know
my
you did it with
surgery.
me, and so
Yeah, but it was in my defense though. It was after my surgery. It was a lot of work for me to try to move. So I was just
and I
like,
can do nothing but laugh at the situation. Like this is the stereotypical hand me the remote thing, but I
yeah.
get it. I totally
It was
get
just
it.
so much work to move. Boy, it was so difficult for me to move in that bed. And the procedure that they want you to do, they want you to roll like a log to go from one side of the bed to the other side. Man, and it's so difficult because you got to try to push off with your leg,
Like you
then
gotta get a
roll.
start up.
Yeah, oh my God. And then your back
Yeah.
muscles, for some reason, after surgery, your muscles just go dead for some reason, which is amazing to me. You could be an athlete and be doing something every day, but the resting of after you had surgery, if you let your where your area rest after surgery, your muscle uh dissipates or disintegrates or
Yeah,
yeah,
how it goes down.
every day. Like I was like, what the heck? So that's why it's so hard for you to start trying to move and all that stuff when you do. Cause the longer for every day, what did that girl say? And she's not an expert though, but I'm just quote what she said. I think she said by every day after surgery, you lose your muscle strength like by 10% per day. I'm like, so 10 days you lost 100% your muscle strength? Jesus Christ.
You know, that's why people be a month out. They're like,
But then it take 6 weeks to build it back up though. Like, where the math come on that one?
yeah, that's why people be working so hard to build up muscle and keep them. You can't stop. You can't stop because once you stop, then you're right back to flabs. Because that's how I was in high school. Every day in gym class. Okay, there was two things I always did every time I went to gym. One, I lift myself up, my full body weight with just like my knuckles, like my fists, and that would make these boys hard as iron, right? So if I ever got into a fight, that's it. I have brass knuckles, right? So there's that. And then two, I'd always do sit-ups or planks, where you like lift your legs up. I think those are planks, or is it 6 inches? One to two.
I
Where
forget what they call them, but yeah.
yeah, like 6 inches with my legs, or I do sit-ups, and I did that every single day until we started gym, right? And it was only be a few like minutes or so, and from that I ended up getting you know, rock abs, cool. Then after I got out of school, next thing I know, I have a flap. I
Like a
ain't
dad bod.
not even a dad bod. It's just a boyfriend bod.
Ah,
So now I have to rework on that. Probably start doing sit-ups in my bed when I'm chilling, or 6 inches or whatever, and then
do
I'll
you
be able to
just
get them back.
bring your, cause
Or is it? Do I have to bring my knees
bring your
to?
knees to your chest.
Really? That's it? Oh, bet I can do that all day. What?
Put some weights on your ankles. Bring your knees to your chest.
I need to do that. I'm wearing shoes. I'm wearing size 16. These boys are heavy.
Yeah, I can't do that yet. I still got my back is not ready.
But all right. Now I know. Yeah, I'll get these boys back before summer ends. No, it's already over.
Actually, it's just really beginning. June is the first month of summer. We have 3 months, so we just in the first week of July, aren't we? Still, yes.
Well,
And then I know we.
I'll
ain't in
get
the
abs
second
back
week
before
yet.
my birthday.
Yes. And then my birthday is coming up in 9 days. I have to keep reminding myself.
What do you want to do for your birthday?
Sleep.
Respect that. Yeah.
I'm not ready to. I'm not ready to get out there. I'm still healing, and I'm not there yet. And then I don't want to do like I've done in the past. I've had surgery. I started feeling better.
You go
Hot my
out
ass
there,
out there too fast.
and now you need more surgery.
Man, and that's one thing. I'm not trying to do that. Definitely not trying to do that. So on this one, especially because it's my spine, I'm not rushing. Ish. I'm taking my time. It's going slower than I want. But you know what? I was getting frustrated with that. But then I was like, oh, so do you want to go back to where you started? No, not that. Please, not that.
Like I'd like being a person, not a vegetable.
Yeah, and then your spine ain't really nothing to play with.
No, because one bad, which is weird, right? Like your spine seems so fragile, right? You sneeze wrong, you mess up a disc. But at the same time, you use someone's spine as a weapon. Now it's just the deadliest thing. Like what is that?
So funny.
Uh,
Anything. If you took a human that was like slender, maybe 99 pounds, you picked them up by their ankles and was slinging them around. They'd be a weapon.
yeah, but like when I saw like infographic kind of thing about it, it was like, yeah, if you was to take someone's spine, it's just like, then it'd be a deadly flail. But if you
Because
sharpen the bones, then it's even worse. And then if you make it metal, now you're just a criminal.
that's because it's connected, all them bones.
It's like a serrated blade.
Yeah, bones ain't no joke. When you get hit with a bone, anybody a turkey bone?
Which is
Smack.
weird, right? Like these boys will break so easily, but at the same time,
Not
if I
easily.
use them, now I'm breaking stuff easily.
Well, I think the whole process of cooking the bones, like when you cook meat and stuff like that, and the bones, I think they get harder as you cook it. I think that might be the reason why.
Maybe.
Yeah, because they don't break easy. period. But then I feel like they're easier to break before you cook as opposed to after.
Some, yeah, because some of them are like soft, like fish bones.
Ugh, fish bones are the worst. They more people have choked and died over fish bones than
Anything.
anything else. Fish
That's
bones is
messed
taking
up.
out more people than a little bit. I don't boneless. I don't give a dang how much it costs. I want my fish boneless. I will go ahead and pay for that. Or I make sure I carefully debone the chicken. I mean chicken, the fish myself.
Yep.
Because that's the worst thing.
While we're talking about fish, the one thing I never want to try ever, and I don't care who, I'm not, no, I'm good. Because it's literally if you eat it wrong, you die.
Puffer fish.
Buffer fish.
Mhm.
And it's like, how do you eat it wrong so I
It's
know how
not
to
how you
avoid it?
eat it. If it's prepared wrong, that's what. Because eating it doesn't kill you. If the person who is preparing it, if they prepare it wrong, then it'll kill you.
So it has nothing to do with me. It's just a gamble.
Yeah, if your cook is inexperienced, then yeah, you out of here.
Nope, not trying it.
Now, if you learn how to prepare it yourself, that's different. But yeah, no, it's how it's prepared. If it's prepared wrong, then that's when it's deadly. Same thing with snake. I've heard.
Well, yeah, because I feel like if you do it wrong, then the venom will get all over the meat.
Well, yeah, it's. But it seemed like if you cook the venom, because I remember there might have been a movie though
Maybe.
where they did a cobra stew with a venom base sauce or something like that. That sounds like movie.
Sounds like Chuck Norris to me.
It sounds like Raiders of the Lost Ark, something like that. So that might be what I'm thinking of. Life is so delicate. Oh, shoo.
Okay, so I just stopped getting messages over on here. Like, I'm just stuck. Whatever.
Oh, you don't see nothing?
No, but hey, I can't read them anyways. Oh well.
Yeah, bada bing said life is so delicate.
Indeed. That's why I don't want to risk it. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen because look at me. I got damaged just from working. But it's like anything can happen in life, but as long as you appreciate what you got and try to do the best you can. That's what I always do.
You know, crazy story from my part. I think I was like 6, 5. So much stuff happened at those two early ages. And there was one time, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I was hanging out at my grandma's house. And while we were sitting there chilling, having a nice time, I'm sitting by the wall. My eldest sibling at the time was sitting right next to me. My sister was sitting away from me, like on the other side, and I think my other brother as well. And then my grandma was doing whatever, I don't know. All I know is I'm sitting there chilling. I don't even know what I was doing. I was just, you know, kicking my feet because I was short at the time. I know, crazy to think about. And while I'm just sitting there, all I hear on the left side is, what is that? And then next thing I know, my elder brother grabs me and pulls me to the, to the right. And right when he does so, that's when a car rams into my grandma's house, just barely scratching my leg. And I'm going, what the? Like, man, it was so crazy. It was so quick. Because if he didn't grab me in time and move me out the way, well, either A, I wouldn't have a left leg, or B, this conversation wouldn't be happening right now. So, woo, that was a crazy time.
Yeah, it's so many things like that. Same thing with your oldest. I used to hang out with this girl all the time. Every time we would always hang out, and I would always bring your brother with me. And he always sat in the same place in her car. She had a little tiny car, Ford Fiesta, little small car. So she called me one time and was crying, all upset. I'm like, what's the matter? And she said that she was going across Hubble and somebody ran a light and hit her. And at the time, at Hubble and Puritan. That's where she was. It used to be, it's a tire place up there now, but whatever it was before, it was a fence around it. They hit her so hard, her car flew up into the fence. And I believe she said it was stuck up there. So, because, little tiny car. So, she was just so upset and crying and everything. Ambulance came and got her. They got her car down, all this. So I was like, oh my God, I just felt so bad for her. I said, I wish I could have been there with her, She was like, I'm so glad you wasn't. And I was like, why? So she was, when we somehow, after she got out of the hospital and everything, I was with her and her father. She was like, you'll see when we go to the car, because she was going to get her belongings out of there. So we went to the car, and usually where your brother sits, the piston or the strut of the car had got pushed into the car, and it was in the seat. So either his thighs would have been either completely crushed, or they would have had to amputate to get him out of there, because it was, buried deep down in the seat. And that was the one time we didn't go with her.
No, it was the whole thing just clamped.
And it was like buried, because like the back seat of the car. Yeah, it was buried probably about 4, maybe 5 inches into the seat. Yeah, so it would have been either this thigh or both, depending on how he would have been in the car when it came down. Yeah, and they would have had to either amputate, or both his thighs would have been crushed, and I don't know what would have happened after that.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and that's not his first near death where it could have. Yeah. So it's a lot of things where stuff be happening, you just be like,
huh.
Right. And then, what could have happened if you would have been there, or how something different could have happened if you just,
I vaguely remember almost getting hit by like a truck or something while on a tricycle.
Couldn't have been when you was with me. Had to be when you was at your grandma's house.
Possibly.
Had to be.
I was on a green tricycle, and I was like going off, kind of went into the street a little bit and got pulled off my tricycle.
Yeah, yeah. And it's probably by your brother, right?
Probably.
Yeah, that means I wasn't there. I had to been at work, and because your brother used to watch out for you. Because you was definitely the kid where I'd be like, don't go in the street. And you'd be like,
but why?
Exactly. So, yes. Well.
Really?
Yes.
No way. That's crazy.
Yes. Good times.
Do we have any new messages?
Just bada bang. He's laughing because you was a hardhead baby. Okay, so we're gonna give a shout out to everybody who joined us today. Zoe. Yes.
Thank you for showing up.
Yes.
Anil Castillo. Thank you for coming back. Bada bang. Thank you for showing up. Country Gauge. Yes, sir. And
bada bing. Did we say bada bing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then last but not least, Big Cody.
Yeah. Woo! Always enjoy her time. She's always nice.
Yes. So, give a shout out to everybody who joined in.
Thank
so
you.
Happy that y'all stopped in. This is our makeup episode 55. There will be another episode coming up.
Right.
So,
what's today's date? Is it
the 6th?
Oh, yeah. So 55.
Yeah.
All right. Wait a minute.
Yeah, this is a makeup episode. So we will be having another episode coming on shortly this evening. Yes, very shortly tonight. So make sure you got your notifications on. We will be back tonight.
Yep.
For our 56th episode.
Indeed. So with that being said, thank you everyone for joining. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and
share
the notifications on because we will be right back. Outside of that, if you want to hear more random stories of my terrible hard-headedness, come back and we'll definitely share those.
Are we going to be talking about hoarders on the next one?
We will?
Yep.
Why?
Because it's so much about that show that is just working my nerves. I got to get it out.
But why?
Oh, you'll see.
I don't think I want to.
Oh, you'll see. You should put both of you on camera. One day, maybe.
So, like, which episode will that be?
What?
When we both be on camera.
When we both be on camera, we'll see.
Okay.
It'll be for our 1,000th episode.
1,000?
All right. I got plans. I got big plans.
Alrighty. But I will say, if we talk about hoarders, and we got to talk about something you don't want to talk about. I don't know, probably video games or something. I don't know. Okay. But with that being said, I've been your host. That's been Mama J, who you guys will see at some point. And this has been Box of Topics. Because you never know. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break. What you're going to get.
Yeah. Bada Bing said hoarders as well. Come back, Bada Bing, when we come back.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.